How we all doing, viewers across the world? I know it's been a while, but welcome back to the Swaggy Sports Podcast. Today we will be flipping the scene towards the NBA picture. I just felt like I wanted to do a quick little episode, informative episode on what the play-in is, how the play-in will be operated, when it takes place, and what does it mean for the playing teams? All the teams that are going to be entered into it, what does that mean for them, and how are they going to have to buckle down to get their spot into the dance? With that being said, Jersey, let me mention a Jersey. Reaper, how you doing? With that being said, um, I want to talk about the standings for right now. As of right now, May 9th, 2021 at 8:11 p.m. The NBA standings are as this. Starting on the Eastern Conference, we have the 76ers at 47 and 21, who clinched. The Nets, 44 and 24, second, who clinched as well. And the Bucks, 43 and 24, third place, who clinched. Then we have the hot New York Knicks. Are you kidding me? The Knicks, 38 and 30 in the fourth seed. Hawks, 37 and 31 in the fifth seed. The Heat, 37-31 in the sixth seed. The Celtics, 35 and 33 in the seventh. The Hornets, 33 and 34. LaMelo just came back, more life. Love to see that. The Wizards, as Westbrook's about to break this all-time triple-double record, they are sitting at the ninth spot, 32 and 36, play-in worthy. Pacers of Indiana, 31 and 36 in the 10th seed, and the Bulls 28 and 39 in the 11th. That's how the East picture is shaping right now, as of right now. Hopping over to the West side of things, Western Conference. The Jazz, the number one seed in the West, 50 and 18, best record in the league, who clinched. We have the Suns, Phoenix Suns, MVP talk low key for CP3, but that's for another episode before we get there. Suns, 48 and 19, second seed, they clinched. The Clippers, 45 and 23, third seed, they clinched. Nuggets, Denver Nuggets, Mr. Joker, more than likely going to be the MVP of the season. Him, and sad to see Murray come out a little bit late with a bad injury, but the Nuggets are still pushing. Fourth seed at 44 and 24, they clinched. Fifth seed in the West, we have the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Magic, 39 and 28. T Blazers, Dame Time and CJ, 39 and 29, sixth seed. The Lakers, first spot within the play-in tournament on the West side. Lakers, seventh seed, 37 and 30. The Warriors, right under them in the eighth seed, 35 and 33. Memphis Grizzlies, ninth seed, 34 and 33. 10th seed for the West. Spurs, 32 and 35. And the Pelicans at 11th seed, trying to creep their way in however possible into the play-in at 30 and 37 on the 11th seed in the West. With that being said, I'm going to mention a couple games that are currently have been played today, in the process of being played right now. The Heat and the Celtics face tonight. The Heat won 130 to 124. The Knicks and the Clippers face tonight. The Knicks beat the Clippers tonight, 106 to 100. The Mavericks versus the Cavaliers are probably a halftime right now. Pels Hornets, they're facing off right now, the battle of the balls. LiAngelo figure find his way there eventually, but right now we have LaMelo v. Lonzo facing off right now at halftime. T-Wolves versus the Magic. I would probably say they're at about halftime right now. Bulls versus Pistons at 8 p.m. Thunder versus Kings at 10 p.m. And then the Suns versus the Lakers, which is a huge game, as I would expect. The Lakers trying to get out of the play-in wherever possible. They play at 10 p.m. tonight. So I'm just going to give a quick little rundown of what the play-in tournament is. The play-in tournament, it was implemented last year during the restart into the bubble. Gave a couple teams an opportunity. Memphis, Phoenix, from what I can remember last year, just gave them an opportunity to be able to play in a quick little tournament before the playoffs started to get a spot, that eighth seed. Now, this is the first time the full play-in tournament is used in a NBA playoff in NBA history. First time ever. Now, hear me out. Only the top 6 seeds in each conference are guaranteed a trip to the postseason. With that being said, the teams that finish seventh place and eighth place will face the ninth seed and the 10th seed in a 4-team play-in tournament to determine the final two playoff spots, seventh and eighth seed. In the dance, the seventh place team will host the eighth place team in a one-game matchup, one-game series. The winner of that game, the 7v8, will automatically earn the seventh seed. They'll be locked in for the dance, whoever wins that game. The ninth place team will host the 10th place team in another one-game series. The loser goes home off that. Whoever loses the 9v10 playing game, the loser goes home. No second chances. Now, remember, the loser of the 7v8 will host the winner of the 9v10. The loser of the 7v8 seed will host the winner of the 9v10 seed. The winner of that game, one game, will get the 8th seed, which will shape up the pictures for the dance, and the loser will be eliminated off that. So, quick little just rundown of that. The play-in will be ran 18th through the 22nd of May, and with that, the playoffs will start on the 22nd as well. What does this mean for the play-in teams? Now, this kind of makes me think a little bit, because if you look at the standings on the east side, you have Celtics, Hornets, Wizards, Pacers as of right now, who will play in the play-in. So the Celtics versus the Hornets will play one game. If the play-in started right now, Celtics, Hornets would play each other. The winner of that game will lock the 7th. Then you would have the Pacers, Bulls playing the 10 and 11 of the play-in. The winner of that game would play the loser of the Celtics, Hornets game. The loser of the Pacers, Bulls game automatically goes home. So, like I said, loser of 7-8 will play the winner of 9-10. They'll match up to lock the 8. If you look over to the west side of things, where things get real juicy, very, very juicy. The Lakers, they've had a season full of injuries, being LeBron and AD, their top two guys, haven't really been able to solidify a decent spot in the standings due to those injuries. They're sitting at the 7th seed right now, who will play the Warriors, who, in my honest opinion, and this is no knock on the Joker, but if the Warriors were a couple seeds higher, I think Steph would be the easy, I don't want to say unanimous because he's gotten it before, although his numbers are somewhat the same as the year that he won unanimous, but I think if they were up a little bit higher, Steph will have a very solidified spot as an MVP talk. But with that being said, the Lakers will play the Warriors 7-8 as of right now, which in my honest opinion, if LeBron is there to play in that playing game, I still think it's a toss-up either way. Now, at the end of the day, I probably, when it comes to a playoff game and one game wins, if I were a betting man, I'd put my money on LeBron. But they're looking wishy-washy. So the 7-8 seed Lakers, Warriors will play each other. Then we have 9-10 Grizzlies, Spurs. So the way that all formulates is it's very, very interesting. Me personally, do I like the play-in? I don't know. I enjoy the fact that it gives teams, the 10 and the 11 seed, something more to fight for. We'll see how it looks once it's all in the woodwork, but I think it's very, very interesting how it could play out. Very, very interesting. I love how the Wiz get a chance to prove that they deserve to be into the dance. I like the way they're playing in the back half. I just know the most juicy game, that Lakers versus Warriors 7-8. Oh, I don't know what would happen there. Anything could happen there in one game. It's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I just wanted to put this out, quick little vid, just to have a little chat about it, just to see my thoughts about it. I want to see your guys' thoughts about it in the comment section. Who do you think will pan out of those playing games for each side, each conference? It's very, very juicy. once we get out of those playing games, I'm definitely gonna try and get a video in, just the pre-playoff look. Once we got the final bracket dance going, put it out on print, probably put it right here. We'll talk about it with a couple of the guys later in the week. Um, I appreciate you guys tuning in with us. I know it's been a while. School came in, semester scaries, you know how that goes, but we're gonna get back up on it. Talk about this playoff run, see who's gonna win this championship. This ain't no Mickey Mouse Clubhouse ring. So we're gonna see how this pans. And I don't mean that in a me personally. I don't think that's how the case is, but you know how that goes. Um, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow the socials. We'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.